This is the interface for Adobe Premiere, and similar to what I was showing you in Lightworks, we have a browser here that allows us to see all the clips that we have, and we have a number of different options in the way that we actually view those images. So if I just double click on there, I can open up a separate window and click here to see either screenshots of the icons of the clips I have, and I can actually scroll across them and actually see what's in them very, very quickly, just scan through these clips. Or I can actually see the clips as pieces of data that gives me my in and out points, where the clips start and end, the time code that may be on them, what the file format is that is being used, the type of audio that's being used, and whether there was a tape. In this case it was actually shot on a digital SLR, so there is no tape number, and the status at the moment is it's saying it's online because the clip is attached to the material that's on my hard drive. So again, this is my just showing the kind of browser. I can look at where I can import my media from on the hard drives that are here. If I just go to the Mac one there, just close those down, I can start to see where there might be clips on here. The internal hard drive and the sleeve gunning clips. If I double click on there, I can actually import these clips now. These are the clips that are actually on my hard drive. They're not the ones actually currently in the system. But for example, if I go to the top here, I have MVI 6213, which is actually just there. So I could actually literally just drag that into there if I wanted, and it would import that clip, and it's just created a double version of that. Or I could actually just delete that now because I don't need to use it. So that's different methods of getting stuff into your system. If I now go to Info and Effects, this shows me the different effects I have that I can use on my project, a history of events of what I've been doing, which is the opening up and importing clips and then deleting an item, markers. I tend to keep it on effects. So if I double click on one of these clips, it opens it up into the player, and if I just drag this, that's an edit I've already done. So what I'm going to do is just go right click and create a new sequence and go OK. We'll explain this later on in more depth. This is just to give you a quick overview. I can find an endpoint. You see, you can hear there's a lot of wind in there. So we just have an in point, an out point, and I can insert edit into the timeline. Here's my timeline for the sequence, and that is now in the timeline. If I just drag this down, I can now see the waveforms. I can decrease the sound by bringing the little line down here. And I can do some of the things that you saw me do in iMovie. And if I hit P for pen, I can actually create the little fade in and out. This is the interface for Premiere. Again, I'll go into more details of some of the actions I'm currently doing. But we've got our browser here where I see my clips. I can import clips from using the media browser, which shows me what's on my hard drive. I have my effects here. I have my player, and I have my recorder here, which is showing what the program is. It's called a program sequence. Everything I've edited is actually in this side, which I think makes it easier as a professional editor to work around. The other thing I can do is I can actually see, if I click on the volume control here, I can play around with different levels. So I might want to change level here and bring it up or bring it down. Actually, I'm bringing it up by going up and then bringing it down into the minus, and you can see down here that that was actually moving up and down. So again, you can see that moving up and down, and it's created a keyframe. So again, a very simple, I find it a very simple interface, and I'll show you more details about how to use this. And we'll do another project in Premiere so you can get to grips with how to use it fully. So this is just a general overview so far.